What's up, guys? Elfis here, and today we're playing some Han normal mode. I was gonna pick either Calamity or Flint, but I did get single draft. So, I guess I can try Wild Soul. It's been a while since I played with him, so we'll see how we'll see how that goes, I guess. The other thing is I can go Behemoth if they really want me to, and I'll play like a not carry Behemoth, but like an initiator Behemoth, not really support Behemoth. Blue swap. I'll take Swifty if you want. I'll take Swifty if you want. You can have someone for me. I don't really care. Rev. Okay, bro. By all means. You're welcome to have him. Cool. So I guess I'm playing Swiftblade. Yeah. So FYI, guys. Well, Purple, you're a little late. Sorry, bud. FYI, guys, my school semester ended on Monday, which means I am free for about 4 to 5 weeks. So you can expect some more videos from me, more frequent. Probably try to do at least 2 a week, but we'll see. And I'm also going to do some streaming over winter break. Not necessarily an insane amount, but some. So follow me on Twitch if you want to watch that stuff. If not, that's cool too, no worries. You know what? The funny thing is, I logged in, guys. I logged in, and oh, I deleted them now. Where are they? I wonder if it's still showing. Yeah, so I logged in. I always think it's funny. I don't know what your guys' fascination is with sending like 7 friend requests. I don't know if it's because you like think it'll get lost in the ether somewhere. Not that that's possible, or whatever your mind is, but like you guys always, I had like a total of like 4 people add me, but I had like 12 friend requests because like these guys are sending like 7 friend requests each. Not to put these guys on blast or anything. I love you guys, Dylan Dog and Red Lights. You two are the big standouts here. But I think it's funny that you send 6 friend requests. It's rather entertaining. Calamity came out. Calamity. Okay, so let me give my first impressions of her. I haven't played her yet because I'm waiting to play her for you guys on video for my first time, like I did with the past couple new heroes. You guys seem to like that like first impressions thing, or maybe you hate it. I don't know. At the very least, it gets good like results, statistics like likes versus views, that kind of stuff. Where are they gonna send me? I would like to go bottom, but if they're gonna be whatever, then they'll be whatever. Let me grab this and head bottom, and we'll see what these guys do. I'm not going to go totem, because I don't think I need it. You two are not going top, by the way. One of you come down here. Yeah, not both of you. You guys, come on. Okay. Yeah, so, cool beans. Alright. Fantastic. Yeah, so Calamity. Let's see. I don't particularly love her. I think she's got some cool animations, and I think her abilities have some interesting mechanics between her little orb that pulls people in with each bounce. I think that's a really cool mechanic to add in. It's like a repeated Riftwalker ability. It's kind of cool. I don't think she seems particularly strong. I have played against her a couple times. None with her on my team, but I've played against her a couple times. I don't think she seems particularly that great, to be honest with you. I'm still going to try her out. And I think her abilities will have some massive synergy with certain heroes. I think, for example, like her orb that bounces. I don't know the names of the abilities. I know like Funeral Pyre is one of them, but I don't think that's the orbs that bounce. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I think the bouncy orb and her ultimate. Blue. I'll say 3, meaning in 3 I'm going. KK, buddy. Let me put a level in Spin since he wants to be a bit aggressive in this lane. We'll see how it works out, but it also depends who we're against. They have a lot of melee, though. 3 melee. Sort of 4 if you count Flux. Flux is like pseudo range. He has a range, but he has a pretty short range. I want to say it's like 450, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really play Flux, but I think it's around 450, which is pretty short for a ranged hero. It's not like the shortest, but it's up there, that's for sure. So Flux could be annoying, could be good. It could be okay. Well, we'll see. But so anyways, I think she's going to have some massive synergy with certain heroes like Magnus, Behemoth. Heroes with like massive AoE damage are going to have some really heavy synergy with her because they're going to be able to keep them. I didn't get any from that wave. The one that I had a chance at, he took, and then, oh, who we got over here? Who's the you should have gone the other way. That was so obvious, bro. That was massively obvious. That was so incredibly obvious. I don't think we're going to get the kill here. Oh, maybe we are, actually. Nice. He didn't have as much health as I thought he did. So that's cool, and I got it too, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to grab boots. So here's the thing. You can play Swiftblade a bunch of different ways, leveling-wise. I've seen a million different guides arguing different ways. Everybody is free to have their own opinion, myself included. I don't like going the stat build early on. I see its merit so much, but I don't like doing it. I think it's a massive waste. It's partially opinion, you know, it's partially like my mind is like all about efficiency. So I look at it and I'm like, why would I give up an ability for that? That's insane. But I totally get it, so you can spin and alt more, you have more mana pool, that kind of stuff. I totally get it. I just don't agree with that decision. I don't want to get hooked. I also don't want to body block him. That was my bad. So I personally am going to put 1 point into my, not counterattack, I was just mousing over it, but into my Way of the Sword. I think it works a lot better now, especially you can attack while you're spinning, you can do all kinds of things with it. And I also like to put a point in Way of the Sword. Or counterattack, sorry. Put a point in counterattack. I did put a point in Way of the Sword. I like to put a point in counterattack too. I think the abilities have plenty of merit to warrant getting them, even if, you know, you have to sacrifice a touch of mana early on. I'm more than happy to debate that with you guys. I've debated it with 100 different people. Every time I play a game, you know, my buddy James, the Brit that used to, the British guy, ooh, a little bit of lag. Wow. I think I just got hooked in that lag, although it didn't do a lot of damage, so maybe not. I could have just lagged out there. But the British guy who used to do some videos with me, he I'm sure I've argued with him about it too. It's just my personal playstyle. I seem to have some success with it. I seem to like the way it plays, so feel free to argue with me, but I think that's a little... I should have gone. That was my bad. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. I just wasn't paying attention. My bad. That was totally my fault, I'll admit it, because we could have killed him. He was far enough up between his slow and mine. Cool thing about my spin, it'll make me magic immune, so Flux won't be able to push me away. As soon as I get out of it, though, he will probably push me away. So it's something to think about. You know, you got to calculate that into your ganks, you know, to see if it's really gonna work out when you go for it. Oh, I stopped the animation.
Enemy hero missing from middle.
That's too far up, buddy. I can't come up there. It'd be so incredibly obvious. Yeah, see, I mean, I appreciate the, you know, he's just pushing him back a bit. That's totally fine. Cool beans. So we've gotten 1 kill. It looks like we could have gotten 2, but they're playing a little bit safer too. Now they're being a little bit more, I want to get fully upgraded boots just because they're not fighting me at all. So I'm going to get a level in counterattack too. I just like to have one in both. I like the chance. I found that my, wow, nice hit, bro. I found that my, I tend to be pretty lucky with it, but maybe that's just me. I get procs pretty frequently to make it worth it, in my opinion, but you could argue either way. I'm not going to debate it with you too much, though. Yeah, so, cool beans. So, I'm going to probably go straight for Rushed Ghost Marchers unless Revenant starts roaming. If Revenant starts roaming... Actually, no, even if Revenant starts roaming, I think at this point I will go for Rushed Ghost Marchers. So let's do that. Let's grab my Punch Dagger. Obviously, I can only get one at the moment. I want to be a bit careful not to get hooked. They don't know Revenant's gone yet, so they're playing a little bit passive here still, you can see, because he hasn't shown up in a different lane, and this is Revenant, who can turn invisible. But he actually is gone, so I should be a little careful here. I'm going to back up a touch here. Even with the hook, I should be okay. Between my spin for the magic immune and all that good shenanigans. I do want to watch it a bit, though. I'm just trying to pull it back as much as I can to leech some XPs and maybe a last hit or two. Oh, they're going to get that deny, aren't they? Poopy. Yeah, dang it. Not much I can do. That's cool. Revenant's stacking and pulling, or I'm assuming he's stacked. Yeah, it looks like he's stacked. Cool. So he's stacked, and then he's going to pull, and that'll push the lane back, and then we'll get a little bit more aggressive, and blah, blah, blah. You know the whole Swiftblade rigmarole. That's how you play Swiftblade. That's what he does. So that's going to be good.
Enemy hero missing from middle.
They are probably aware that he's not here. They don't know that he's not, like... They don't know that he's pulling at the moment, I don't think, although they could speculate since he hasn't shown up in a different lane. I'm watching out for the hook, or keeping an eye out on it, potentially anyways.
Enemy hero
yeah, but they're probably speculating that he is not here, but they don't necessarily know. I'm gonna sit over here. I want to sit so that I don't get hooked here. That's kind of ballsy here. Yeah, that's super ballsy. What is this crazy person doing? Oh my god, nice hook! Nice hook, brah. Oh my god, mad props to you. That was a fantastic hook. I don't want to chase you too much because I'm just sitting here and rot. But that was mad props to you. Oh, dude. Okay. I don't know why you kept chasing, man. As soon as I gave up, you should have too. Okay, that's fine. Whatevs. Alright, 1 death is not the end of the world. So, I'm going to port back to bot lane and go back. I didn't realize Flux was chasing, so I figured he left. But that's okay. Revenant should have stuck around to help me out, though. But that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Had I kept chasing, I would have just died to rot. That's how chasing Devourer with no CC ends up working out. You just die to rot. Especially if it's not like I'm exponentially faster than him or anything. He's gonna push me away, I'm sure. If I get a stun from Pesty, he's done. Alright, that's the end of the world for oh, my good buddy Flux here. Thanks, pal. We'll call it even. I don't particularly care for that Devo skin, to be honest. I think it's pretty shitty. I don't know why people buy it, but, I mean, you know, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, I guess. Cool, so I got my ulti, not enough mana for it. So this is the argument that people make to getting stats. If you put 2 levels in stats, you have enough mana to do both, an ulti and a spin at full mana, obviously. Now I'm missing 100 mana anyway, so I wouldn't have enough even if I put 2 points into stats. But that's the argument people make. It's totally logical. I totally get it. I 100% understand, but it's just not my style. I don't really like to do it. I get pretty good luck with the chances. You know, both of these skills are a gamble. You know, 10% chance for each, either a 2 times critical attack or to reflect. I get really good luck with the reflection, believe it or not. I'm gonna start roaming in a minute because these guys, I can't farm anymore. I would like to just get a health tube before I start roaming. That's the only thing. But maybe I'll roam before that. I am level 6, so I have my ulti. I'm not gonna make this camp to stack. Yeah, not even close. That's fine. So yeah, I can't really farm. I can't really do much experience-wise here. I could ult him, except for there's creeps all over the place, so I'd never get the kill on him. And even if the creeps weren't all over the place, you know, he's got his buddy there too, so it wouldn't be enough to kill him. I think a full ulti on Devo plus, maybe that might be enough, but I think I'd probably need 1 auto attack, and that would kill him. Maybe not even 1 though. It might be enough just with the full ulti, but you never know. It's always good to plan ahead. And if you're really good at this game, like I'm not really good, but the really good players will do the math in their head. They'll look at how much health they have and whatnot, and they'll do some quick calculations just to see. Note I'm staying on this side of the creeps, by the way, in case Devo's over there. But that's just me personally, because I want to avoid it. I'm gonna call missing here. Not the one I wanted to call, sorry. Ugh, then it bugged out. Come on. There we go. Enemy hero's missing. I got Flux. Devo's still missing. Is that him up top? No, it's not him up top, which means I want to be careful because he could be in the woods, especially with that aggression right there. That aggression that he just walked up on me with, it leads me to believe that Devo is still here. What color is Devo? Devo is pink. I do not see him up there, do I? No, still don't see him, so he's probably here. He's likely here just chilling out somewhere. I might buy a TP and run up top. No, I don't think I'd make it in time. I don't think it would matter, believe it or not. Yeah, I don't think it would. That's fine. I might head over. I'm going to stack this pole camp. I want to get some experience here. I don't mind sitting here, even if Devo is here. He can't see me at the moment. I'm in fog for them, unless they have a ward on this side, in which case he should have thrown a hook already. I'm going to miss the stack again because I lost track of... Oh my god, this is what talking does. Talking in the middle of a video game, guys. It's the end of everybody's existence. Come on. Oh, I actually think I did get the stack on that one. Ooh, did I? Yeah, I got the stack. Perfect. Alright, so Devo went top. I'm much more inclined to come up and farm now. There are plenty of people missing still, so it's not like just because Devo's not here that I'm immortal or anything, but I think it's unlikely that Devo being gone would constitute for someone coming down immediately. Oh, and he died up top. Guy's name is Sergeant Ninja. Interesting. I didn't realize that. That's a cool name, I guess. Not so bad for a ninja. Who to think, man? Who to thunk it? They put a ninja in the army. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not going to get vestments, I don't think, because of the fact that I have my magic immunity. A lot of people will argue, like on heroes like Swifty and Pesty, not Pesty, Predator, sorry. You get, I just screwed up this pull. No, I didn't. I think I'm okay. That you would, yeah, I screwed it up. Yeah, whatever. I'm bad at this game, guys. I need to stop talking at crucial times. What else? I'll just go up. He's by himself, and it looks like Revenant's around. Is he coming to gank? Maybe not. That's okay. The wave got pushed up a little, even though I'm bad at the game. He's probably at the outpost. I don't really mind. I just want to grab my health tube, and then I'll start jungle farming too, and then I'll start moving around very quickly because I'm sick of sitting here with a full ulti. A full ulti meaning it's not on cooldown at the moment. I'm really sick of sitting here with an ulti off cooldown. As Swifty, you should... Ideally, your goal is to have the ulti on cooldown all game. Like, all game. Nam. Okay, well, that's fine. He blew his ulti, I blew my ulti. You know, we're in the same game here. No worries. Yeah, if he hadn't, he probably would have died, so that's okay. Nice pull of the creeps to get him back here. I'm gonna kill their creeps. No, I won't. I'll help kill these wild hunters first. Wild hunter, leave me alone, you asshole. Well, you should have killed the... It's fine, I guess. You should have killed the wild hunters first, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'm gonna go grab my tube and... do I have enough? Yeah, I just have enough. I'm gonna grab my tube and a TP. And then I'm going to start moving around again. Let's see. Tube, TP. Okay. Pop my TP in the spot that I like. I like Control A. That's just me. You guys are free to have your opinion. I'm going to go ahead and max out my crit. I like to go in an offense, like almost entirely offense-oriented build with my skills. I don't think putting like very many points. I like getting 1 in Counter-Strike or Counter-Attack or whatever the hell it's called just to get a chance at a proc. But other than that, it's pretty much way of the sword the entire way. I am going to move around here. I think I might go B... maybe not. There's all 5 of them there, so I think I might just push. I was going to say I might go B to get some mana and then show up with those guys, but considering... Oh, stupid crit. Crits ruining last hits, man, for days. They are getting their butt kicked in that team fight, though. So I am actually going to come help. There's no reason for me to be down here. We already took tier 1. I can't push tier 2. I could push on it, but I can't push it. I was considering TPing there, but it wasn't worth it. He would have gotten away in time. It would have just wasted a TP and wasted some more mana and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. Why you come? No mana. I have enough mana for a spin. I don't have my ulti on off cooldown anyway, so why do I need mana for ulti? I don't know. I guess it's about to be off cooldown, so you could argue that. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm working on that mana tube, brah. I am gonna go for... Here's the thing. I'm considering going for a nullstone rather than a rune cleaver, specifically because of the fact that they have so many crucial abilities. But I think a nullstone is just not... I just think it's not enough farm potential. It gives me the mana regen, but I just think I need the farm at the moment to kind of beat them. We have way better late game. Way better. Between me and Ra, and even Pesty to an extent. Don't get me wrong, they have a little bit with... Flux can be okay, and then Bensington does alright. And Blacksmith, with his new rework and whatnot, with his little carry build, you know, he does pretty cool too. But against the Swifty and, you know, Ra and whatnot, it's not going to happen, most likely. This is the problem with people fighting over last hits, is you get people who just... You ruin the last hit because you're trying to beat them to it. It's... All of a sudden, it's like... oh, God, they're going to die. They're all dead. I think even if I come... maybe not. They should be okay. Yeah, Bensington coming in. Maybe no, they're not okay. Nice heal, but you're dead too. Even with me and Pesty showing up, it's going to be too late. We're going to get there too late. And yeah, Rev, he's got invis, but he doesn't have... I got ulti if Pesty was up here. We could go... Well, now we can't because they got a whole wave of creeps, but we could have gone in. I'm just going to chill back. I just want to delay the push. I'm cool with not necessarily killing anybody, but we should, at the very least, delay a push here. There's no reason to let them take a tower on top of that push. I am going to grab the... what am I talking about? The mana tube here. Let's have that brought to me. It's worth having the courier send up. Mana tube's super crucial. I'm going to leave top. I don't want to go that far up with 0 warding. Yeah, so I'm just going to head to the jungle. I've got a flying courier, so it's no worries. I don't have to wait for the courier. It'll just catch up to me when it catches up to me. And I will go bottom again after... I'll cycle through the jungle on my way down to bottom to push it back again. But, I mean, my ult's off cooldown, so I ideally want to be moving around. Swifty is a very active carry. He's a carry, a hard carry. You can play him as such, and I totally intend to, but he's one of those carries that... Ooh, the mana... Oh my goodness, this crazy person is going back in. That demented crazy person. Get out, bro. That's such a horrible idea. Oh my god. I'm heading bot, bro. You can take the jungle, alright? You take the jungle. I'm going bot. Yeah, Demented's dead, I think. I think both of them... Well, actually, it's a nice hook dodge, but I think both of them are kind of pushing their luck way too badly. I don't know why people chose to do that, but that is what it is. We're not falling too far behind, but we do need to be a little bit careful here, because we're getting far enough behind that it's like, you know, it's gonna be, I don't want to say irreversible, but you know, it's gonna be painful at the point. Like, even if, you know, I build up some items here, it's gonna be painful if we don't delay this this death rate that's going up. It's rapidly climbing, you know. We're only down 3 kills though, so it's not the end of the world. It's just something to consider. You know, even a hard carry, if you don't give him time to farm, it just won't matter, because he won't get items in time to compete with them. And even if he does, if he's the only one with items and it's 1v5, it typically doesn't matter. Not every single time. It depends on the carry, depends on the teams, depends on whatever, but typically it doesn't matter. I'm going to try and kill these guys outside of the camp here, not to block the spawn. We'll see how effective this is. I think that guy might block the spawn. That might have been a rookie mistake. I'm going to go for the Rune Cleaver. I don't know. The more I think about it, Nullstone would be such a good item against that team, but I need the farm potential here to keep, you know, to compete with them. So, oh god, I shouldn't have aggroed that. I should have waited. Yeah, I totally should have waited. That's okay. I think I'm out of the range here. Yeah, I am. Perfect. It's perfect. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's just spin to win since I have my mana too. Spin to win, baby. That's all Swiftblade does. That's I think that was actually a LOL term originally. I believe that was for Garen from League of Legends. I think is where that phrase originally came from. You might want to be a bit careful there, bud. They might try and sneak through the jungle to gank up on me right here. Yeah, Dark Green was going in the jungle there. Not that he was coming for me, but, you know, just something to think about. Yeah. We had a ward there. I don't know if they counter-warded it or if it just ran out. I think it just ran out, if I recall. I feel very comfortable to be up here because I see 4 of them on the map, 2 mid, 2 top, so I'm not worried about it. I could even go up to this next wave, which I'm gonna do. Yeah, and be totally comfortable here. I have a ward now to see them coming through the river. If they come up through the lane, I'm not worried. It's just a good practice to be aware of your surroundings. Not that I'm as good as I was once when I used to play this game like super hardcore. I used to play this game like all day, every day back in the day. Now I kind of play it more as like a hobby because I'm busy. I don't got time for all that stuff every day. Still see a lot of them, so I'm going to go up even one more wave. I'm just going to spin to win on this wave. Push it real quick. Get my guys on tower. I'm just about to have my Rune Cleaver. A 20-minute Rune Cleaver in normal mode is actually pretty good. People might argue that I could have gotten it faster. I didn't have the greatest lane, but 20-minute Cleaver, it's actually, yeah, it'll be 20 minutes just about. The 20-minute Cleaver is still pretty good. So you can make arguments either way, but, you know, I'm happy with the 20-minute Cleaver. 20-minute Cleaver means that my farm is that much quicker, you know what I mean? The quicker you get your Cleaver, the quicker you can farm other stuff, and the quicker blah, 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 you know, the quicker you farm all other things, and it's like exponential. So every second you get that Cleaver quicker is really an important thing, right? Like right now, if someone stole the courier right now, I would steal it from them. Like if someone had grabbed the courier, I would send it back to get the Cleaver in expeditious time. It's very important to get that. Even 30 seconds, a minute faster is very, very important. What do we got? Illusions. It's not even really worth my time. I personally won't go, but I'm not saying somebody else. Well, I guess if no one's gonna go, I'll go, but you know, it's not necessarily worth it. It's my time is much better used farming, but in the same aspect, this game is kind of locked up. I don't want to be like cocky or anything, but I'm level 12, their highest level's 11, and the rest of them are much below that typically, you know, and I have a 20-minute Cleaver, and they're only ahead 2 kills, and they don't have much for late game, you know. It's not looking well for them, let's just say that. I just want experience from this. I'll let these guys have the gold if they want. I don't really care. Ra can have it, because Ra, oh, does he not want it? If he doesn't want it, I'll take it, but okay, Revenant can have it too, that's fine. Let me send the troops up there. I'm probably gonna head back to the jungle because the jungle's about to respawn here. If Pink comes to the jungle, I'll fight him for it. They want to go mid? There's 3 of them, so me and Revenant. That's kind of ballsy, man. Yeah, I don't want to do that, so I'd prefer if we just backed off on that. Cool beans, perfect. So, well, if they're going to push, I'll help you defend, for sure. I'll help defend. Oh, absolutely, with the waves dying off quickly here. You guys want to fight at this? You guys want to fight at this? I got you here. Nope, they're backing off. If they're backing off, I'm not going to sit in the trees. I want the gold. Yeah. Nice. And we're going to get the deny on the tower. Perfect. Awesome sauce. That was kind of a bad push for them. I don't know exactly why they decided to do that. I'm going to let Ra have the little guys if he wants. I don't want the little guys. I'm all in it for the big guys now. I could port top. I am porting top. What am I talking about? I'm porting guys. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I mainly did that for magic immunity, by the way. For anybody who's like, you didn't even get anybody. That was mostly for magic immunity. I didn't calculate that I would be out of mana, though. That was kind of my bad. Wow. I just messed up by using that for magic immunity. I didn't think, because I didn't have mana in the end. Ouch. I'm bad, guys. I'm bad. You guys can rat on me, you know. Make fun of me for that one. That was a rookie mistake. Nice. Oh, nice attempt. That was a good hook, but clutch healing there by, Demanded. Sorry, that wasn't healing. I think that was probably unbreakable. If I'm correct. I think it was unbreakable. The unfortunate thing with me dying is that I give them a decent chunk of gold, but more importantly, a big chunk of experience since I was such a highest level in the game. Now Blacksmith is also tied, but it's whatever. Yeah, that was just a bad mistake on my part. Had I had the mana to ulti, that would have gone fine. Somebody should be up here in case this is getting in range to deny shortly. Anyways, someone should just keep an eye on that. Yeah, let me buy a TP. Make that 2 TPs. I'm going to TP bot. And I want to have one with me. I mean, if he runs, I'll ult him. Oh god, is he going to go in the woods? That'd be such a bad idea, buddy. Come on. Kill. Let 1 or 2 creeps die. Oh, well, now he knows I'm here if he's not stupid. Yeah. Well, that was a fortunate Flux ulti. He kind of just blindly used it there, so lucky him, I guess. He's coming up and all of them are missing, so I'm going to be a little careful here because that's usually a hint that there's likely a gank in the works. If a person who could not win 1v1 is coming up and 4 people are missing, that's typically the kind of sign like, hey, open your eyes, bro. You might want to be a little careful. Pink is coming down here. I'm just going to kill that and back out. I could ult him, I'll go on pink, but it's probably not worth it by myself. Probably would end up dying to him and Bensington. The combination, not to him, but to him and Bensington, I would probably end up dying. I want to be a little careful there backing off, which means I have no reason to be scared at all. Not that I necessarily have a reason to be scared, just cautious, I should say. Cautious is always a good word to describe how you act in Han. Cautious of a lot of things, of fog of war, of lack of vision, of all sorts of things. Not that those weren't the same exact thing. I just listed 2 things that were basically the same thing. You got to be cautious of cars and automobiles and vehicles, you know, all those things. Those are all the same thing. Fantastic. Awesome. Cool. So, did they grab a rune? I imagine they grabbed the rune. Stupid nighttime. No, they didn't. I'll just kill it. I don't need it, so I'm full health. I'm going to head over to mid. We could probably start grouping up and pushing. I wish Demented was like 1 level higher. Specifically 2 levels higher, but, you know, at the very least 1. I want to be a little careful because I don't know where they are. I just want to chill in experience range at the moment. I don't really want to cross the river with 4 of them missing. 3 of them if you count the guy who was top just a second ago because he likely couldn't be bottom again. Flux really loves to, like, blind guess that ulti. He uses it just for vision, which, don't get me wrong, is fine. It's a pretty short cooldown and all that, but, you know, if he needs it, then he doesn't have it. So it's just something to consider that he's, you know, kind of using it a lot for vision. It is a good vision ability, though. So, something to think about, guys. For you guys who play Flux. I don't really play Flux, but it does show you peeps on the maps, you know? For a split second. It's not anything serious, but a split second. I'm going to go ahead and grab a Frostburn. I would love it if somebody else grabbed an Abyssal Skull, but if not, I will grab an Abyssal Skull. I think Abyssal Skull is super important. I don't think Portal Key is super important. So they say Portal Key is a core item. I don't think so. It depends on the build you're going. It definitely depends on the build you're going. He needs to be a very, very careful little blacksmith. We got a PK on Pesty? We do not have a PK on Pesty. Okay. That was borderline insane. This is borderline insane too, on both parts, mine and theirs. And I'm outie. I'm outie. I'm outie, guys. I did weaken one of them, but that's an outnumbered fight that I don't want to pick. He's coming for me. Bensington wants it. Now he changed his mind. He turned around. I might turn back to help. This is kind of ballsy. With Ra here, I'm more comfortable doing it though. I'm much more comfortable doing it, but this is still super ballsy. He's gonna push me. Oh my goodness, clutch. Let me drink this, and I'm out. I'm out, bro. Oh my goodness, I am so far out. Nice recovery from us. Perfect. All 5 of them are dead, so I don't have to hide. That was great recovery. That was clutch life there. I think I must have lived with 10 health, 20 health, something. Not a lot of health. I'm gonna back almost immediately after killing this wave. Yeah, immediately backing. I want out. He's not gonna chase me, is he? No, that'd be foolish. I'm not gonna TP out though, because I don't need to. I have the sustain from Rune Cleaver. I am going to buy the remainder pieces here. 5 gold. Come on up, buddy. Come on. Gimme, 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 gimme. Cool. Once the courier's free, I'll have it sent to me. I don't need it expeditious or anything, so don't need to order it first class. I'll let it take its time, you know. I'm gonna kill these guys back over here. Try and stop them from blocking the spawn. I might have not done that. They might still block the spawn, so we'll see. But that was nice. That was a nice team fight on our part, you know. We killed Blacksmith right out of the gate. We ended up genociding for, I believe, 0 or 1 or 2 maybe. It might have been 1 or 2. No, at least 1 person died. Sorry. At least 1 person died. So at least 1 or 2. But 5 for 2, even 5 for 2, if it was 5 for 2, it might have been 5 for 1. But even 5 for 2 is still a really nice trade. So I am more than willing to take that trade. They're fighting in mid. I'm just gonna push in bot and then take their. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna push in bot and then take their ancients. There's no reason for me not to. If 4 of them, 3 of them are up there, I'm not worried about 1 person. There isn't anybody on their team that could 1v1 me. At the moment, not necessarily ever, but at the moment. So I'm gonna throw this on auto level now, because I you know, doesn't matter. I have the I have all my stuff. All that's left is 1 ulti, which is always level 16. Everybody gets their ulti at level 16. Yeah. Regen. Does anybody need it? I'm gonna take it because no one who needs it is necessarily close. So not that I need it, but you know. Yeah. Cool. So. This is going swimmingly for us. Quite swimmingly, as a matter of fact. Fantastic. Yeah, so, in the grand scheme of things, the game's kinda over. I'm not trying to be like, you know, bearer of bad news or cocky or anything like that. But they kinda waited too long and don't really have the late game to compete. So, what that's gonna do to them is kinda cripple them. And as the game goes later and later and I get more and more items, as well as, you know, Ra, he gets more and more items, and even Pesty, it's just kind of over. Also, if you note, we have way more pushed. They have 1 tower. What do we have? 5? 4? 4 towers. Sorry, I apologize. 4 towers pushed. Let me buy the next part. At some point, I'm probably going to break that up into a frost field. A frost wolf skull and a geometer's bane. But for now, so I'm not going to complete the Dawnbringer. For anybody who's looking at that and saying, oh, is he going to go Dawnbringer? I'm not going to go Dawnbringer, because I don't think it's a useful item to have necessarily. I'd much prefer to have the gold for something else. And I'm going to break them up, and I don't have any use in any idea what I would do with the Grimoire. I mean, I guess I could buy one, but I don't need the light brand is all I'm trying to get at. Whereas the other 2, the pieces will be used for something. So I'm going to stop at a Frostburn. I'm not going to go to the Dawnbringer, which is fine. And then after the Frostburn, if no one else is even working on an Abyssal, ideally Pesty or even Demented or somebody else. Almost anybody else, to be honest with you. I'd be cool with almost anybody else buying it, but I'm not seeing that on pretty much anybody in the works. So I think I'll probably go Abyssal. The lifesteal and the bonus damage and whatnot, even the armor and magic immunity, what the hell? Magic regen, mana regen, but is all pretty sweet. So I love the item on heroes like Swiftblade. I love it. I actually like to have it on any hard carry. On any hard carry, I like to have it on the team. I don't necessarily like to be the one to buy it, though. On pretty much any hard carry, I'd prefer someone else bought it. I just like to have the item. But, you know, pros and cons. I'm going to split push if they're going to do that, because no one's defending from me, and if they send two, even one person to defend from me, my guys should have no problem up top. Looks like they might. Yeah, there's one defending from me. Bensington, those guys should have absolutely no problem pushing with even one person less, but then there was one person on bottom too. I want to be careful for the person on bottom so that he doesn't come up on me. And then I want to keep the pressure up. As soon as Bensington leaves, I'm back on this. As soon as he's gone, I'm back in it. So ideally, pressure, 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 pressure. And now I'm going to run up here to help. Unfortunately, my boots are on cooldown, but I'm going to run up here to help. I got my ulti. He's going to chase them, which is maybe the worst idea you could ever do against a Swiftblade. Come on. Come on, you fools. Come on. We backing off? We backing off, guys? I'll back off if you want to back off. That's fine. Let's kill this. Why not? Let me finish my Frostburn here. We did take the tower, so that's fine. There's no reason to get super ballsy. I think... You know what? I'll tell you guys, like, probably 9 times out of 10, people overcommit, like, so unnecessarily. If you get what you came for, you don't have to rush and fight for stuff that you don't need. Okay? You don't need to genocide the team every team fight. If I can poke it, you know, their thing, grab a tower here, grab a tower there, we have better late games. So if the game gets delayed, by all means, let the game get delayed. It doesn't hurt me in the slightest. Typically, you wouldn't deny when you're pushing, by the way, but at this point, it doesn't matter. And, you know, I just like I like to deny their experience, whatever. We don't need it to push, so is the point I was trying to get at. I'm ulting, but I think that's a bad decision, is what it comes down to. But I'm not gonna get him. That's unfortunate. Dodge the hook, dodge the Devo hook. Yeah, way wrong, but it was out of range anyways, so he wouldn't have hit me, even if he wasn't in the wrong direction entirely. Yeah, you know, this is pretty much GG. We just took out 2. Yeah. You know, I was a little worried I wouldn't have support there. I'll even go... No, I won't go that way. I don't want to tank tower 2, so I'll leave that up to him. I'm fine with just backing out here a bit. I think I'm just going to buy my Abyssal now. I kind of want to back off. I'm going to buy a potion if we're going to stick around. Fantastic little tool here is the observatory that nobody ever uses. I'm just gonna drop the iron buckler. Typically, in a normal case, I would have just sold... we're backing off, okay. In a normal case, I would have just sold the iron buckler, but I wanted to... I figured I had time, even though it turns out I didn't. But I wanted to... hold on to it just because the little bit. I don't need to sell it. The only reason you would sell it in that case, by the way, the reason I said normally I would have sold it, is because you want to sell it so that you can just buy the items real quick and jump back in the fight. You don't want to have to drop things, pick them up, you know, whatever. It takes time, and it's really tough to do quickly. I can't tell you, every time I go on to, like, Scumbags, you know, top 5 plays of the week or whatever, and I see someone do, like, a clutch, drop the PK, pick up the PK thing, so that the PK doesn't go on cooldown, it's phenomenally amazing. I can't tell you how much I love that. That it shows such a mastery of skill and reflexes and all that crap. But like, if you drop the PK and then take damage, the PK doesn't go on cooldown. You can pick it up, not the cooldown, but you know what I mean, that 3-second like delay thing. You can pick it back up and then use it immediately. So if you're really clutch, if you're just about to take like one projectile or something, if you have really quick hand-eye coordination and reflexes, you can drop it and then pick it back up again. I backed at the appropriate time. That guy stayed way too long. I guess maybe I should have warned him, but, you know, I'm not his daddy. I shouldn't have to warn him every single time something goes wrong. He should be aware of the fact that, you know, we shouldn't stay up past tier 2 tower when our team is nowhere near us and they're missing. So, you know, I don't know what to tell you. I don't necessarily think I'm at fault for that. So, maybe he would say, oh, why weren't you there to back me up? That's what a lot of bad players love to say. Why weren't you there to back me up? Because you're dead. And that was a bad idea to be up that far, bro. They love to say stuff like that, though. Bad players for the win, man. Gotta love them. Love them or hate them, you gotta love them. They're quite, they make the game entertaining, at least. We got 2 people up top. There was 1 mid. 3 people up top, which means I'm pushing. I'm not worried about the 2 of them. Who's left? 4 people up top. No, sorry, 3 people up top, so those were illusions. I saw stacked circles and I thought, but no. Oh, it's that. You got Blacksmith, Devourer, and Flux? Is that Flux up there? Someone was just here recently. I'm not going to keep going. That's stupid. Then I'd be the one dead for no reason. I'll probably go Savage Mace next. You could argue to get a Shrunken Head, but, you know, whatevs. Go big or go home, right? Gotta have a little fun with it. That's the point of Han, is to enjoy it. Once you get your Way of the Sword up to max level, 34% is pretty significant. Like, you'll note that I'm critting relatively frequently. That's a really significant amount of crit. That's a really high crit percentage, which is amazing. That's one of the reasons why you want to get like Savage Mace and really high damage items, as well as your crit is AOE if you have your Rune Cleaver. Or sure, I shouldn't say AOE. It's cleave. It cleaves if you have your Rune Cleaver, which is another reason why you like to have Rune Cleaver. You know, because all those things, a lot of hard carries lack AOE, and I think Rune Cleaver not only makes up for that in the farming category, i.e. it lets you farm better because you have AoE, but I think in team fights it's very significant because you have AoE. I don't want to get pulled in here. If Ra gets pulled in or something, it's one thing, but I don't really want to get locked down, because I wouldn't say I have a lot of support. Pesty has PK, so he could back me up, and Bra has, you know, all this good stuff. But did he say he's buying barrier? Dude, we already have a barrier. Already have it, so don't. Good argument. It's a good argument. Let's just go Kong, yeah. If they don't want to come fight, and you know they're going to turtle in there, let's just take Kong. Force them out. Either force them into a team fight, or take Kongor. Either way, it's a win-win for us. Attack it up, buddy. You get lifesteal. Yeah, it would be nice to have a ward on this cliff, or even just like right here, or something there to give us vision that way, but I guess we have this rune, or this ward up here to see them leaving, so we probably know that they are not going to have Kongor warded, and they're probably not going to come. I'm going to take it if these guys don't mind. Yeah, cool. Cool, so now I have no problem being up in the front of the lines and just baiting massive amounts of attention. If they want to give it to me, by all means, I'd be more than happy to take it with a second life. I love having Token. Token's maybe the greatest thing ever. I'm just going to wait for the wave, and then I'm going to be up in the grills, picking fights. Let's kill some wards here. Fantastic. Should have let your supports get it, but in the midst of it like this, like up in the front lines, you can't exactly, like, sit around and let them, you know, let them do their thing and grab the whole freaking thing, you know? Nah, the push. Oh, his push actually goes through the spin. What am I talking about? I think earlier I said that I would be immune against it. That's wrong. Why did I think that? His push is a physical attack. I'm derping left and right, guys. Yeah, his push is physical. It's a physical attack. It's like an auto attack, basically, sort of. People use it as an extension of his auto attack. So I was totally wrong earlier when I said, you know, I would be immune to his push in ganks, because I totally wouldn't. And as you note, they concede because it's over. They don't stand a chance at this point. I'll well dive because I got Token. Let's do it. Well dive, Leroy Jenkins style. No? No? Well, now there's no point. Okay, cool beans. So that was a good game, guys. I enjoyed that. Ooh, I unlocked a present number 2. I guess that's one of those little account icons or something. I mean, I don't care for that, but fine. And present 3? Would it... I don't get it, but fine, sure. I get different little account icons. I'm thinking it's these things on the side here, right? I don't think I actually got a present, did I? If I did, I want it. Give me my present, game. Cool beans. So that was a fun game. Not exactly what I wanted when I initially queued, but that's cool. Had the least hero assists and died the fewest times. Did I not have the top GPM? I figured I would have the top GPM, but I did. I did have top GPM, 413. But I don't think, that's right, I don't think they give you a little achievement for top GPM. So I don't know why I was thinking that. I didn't have the most kills by far. Or not by far, but I didn't have the most kills. I was 2 off. If I had 2 more kills, I would have the most kills. Yeah, all in all, I think that was a pretty good game. Let's see, 254 at 39 minutes. So that was decent CK. I would say with the 20-minute cleaver, it should be a touch higher probably. But that's okay. In the grand scheme of things, it wasn't bad. But it's good. It's still good. It's just not great. You could have done better with a 20-minute cleaver. 20-minute cleaver in normal mode is relatively quick. It's not the fastest. Typically, like the really high-level players, you'll see like 17, 18-minute cleavers. But some of the, you know, if you have a bad start or some of the lower skill players, you'll see, you know, 23 to 25-minute cleavers. Anything past like 20 7 minutes at max, 28. I don't know. Anything past that, and you're wasting your money. Don't get a cleaver because it's not going to serve its purpose of farming. Go for a nullstone or something instead, or whatever. I don't know. But so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah. If you know, like, subscribe. If you guys know where those buttons are. If you want to do it, do it. If not, that's cool too. Thank you for stopping by either way. And yeah, follow me on Twitch if you want to watch me stream, because I'm going to start doing that on a regular basis. I'm going to try and do it, maybe not every single day, but, you know, ideally I'm going to try for 3 to 5 days a week over the next 4 to 5 weeks. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys out there, and requests and whatnot. I'm going to do Calamity as soon as I can, and I will do a Flint video soon too, because somebody requested that and I like that idea. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys later. GG, well played guys. Elfis out.